Amen. He even heals injuries. Marietta, come on down and tell us what happened to you recently. Was this just like 3 or 4 months ago?
Yes. Do you have cats? Who has a cat? Who's ever had a cat? You know, they have hairballs. And the last place you want to have one of those is on furniture, right? Because they're not easy to clean up. So in the middle of the night, pitch black, I hear what I think is the cat vomiting a hairball. And I think it's at this little love seat at the end of our bed. And the last thing I wanted to happen was that hairball be on the bed. So I sat straight up in bed in the pitch black and dove over the top of the love seat to push the cat off the love seat onto the floor so she would have it on the floor, which was tile, easier to clean up. I missed the couch, the love seat. I fell on the floor, hit my face, split my lip, bruised both knees, had a goose egg about that big sticking straight out of my shin, and my arm hurt really bad. What I didn't know was I had broken my arm. And this happened on in the middle of the night, Saturday night. By Monday morning, I was in quite a bit of pain, and I told Greg, I said, gosh, I sure like to go to the chiropractor because my shoulder hurts, my hip hurts, my knees hurt, my back hurts before we get out of town. And so I stopped in, saw the chiropractor. She adjusts all parts of me one by one. She gets to my arm, and she's reluctant to do it without an x-ray. She takes an x-ray, walks me around the back side, shows me on this giant Apple TV screen that my arm is broken, my right arm, and tells me I need to go see an orthopedic doctor when I get back up here. So I go to an orthopedic doctor. It takes me 3 days to get in. In the meantime, Greg and I are praying for my arm to be healed because I do not need a broken arm. I don't want one. I didn't ask for it, and I just do not want it. On the morning that I was to see the orthopod, I woke up and I felt what I can only describe as big. Not fat, because we all do that, ladies, right? But big. I felt big. And I can't explain that. And when I told Greg, that night I believed that God healed me while I was sleeping. I said, we're going to go to the orthopod. He's going to take x-rays because he's not going to want to look at the other ones. He'll look at them, then he's going to look at his own x-rays. So he's going to take his own x-rays. He's going to look at them, and he's going to tell me my arm's not broken. And then I'm going to ask him why the other x-rays, oh, by the way, an emergency room doctor saw those x-rays and said it was broken. So now 2 doctors telling me my arm's broken. Okay, so back to the orthopod. He's going to say, when I ask him, why does the other x-ray show my arm is broken? He's going to tell me, oh, it was an artifact. There was something on the x-ray that the x-ray machine had a blurb in it. He's going to make some excuse. So the doctor comes into the room, looks at my arm, tells me my arm is not broken, that it's badly sprained. It's going to take probably longer to get over. If I had broken it, I would have been better off. He tells me, and when I ask him, well, what the other x-rays show that it's broken, he says, oh, I don't know about those. Maybe it was a growth plate. A growth plate that runs diagonal. We know what growth plates are. They don't run diagonal. They don't run long ways. They run like this. So here I am. He's telling me exactly what I told Greg he would say. Within 36 hours, I was able to lift sacks of feed. They weigh 50 pounds a sack. When he told me that I wouldn't be able to lift anything heavier than a Coke can. God healed me.
He still heals.